Let's talk about your garden blooming. Kara Ziegler's back with us to talk about what we should be planting in our garden this time of year. Horticulturalist at the and regional manager at Pike's Nursery. Okay, planting isn't just for spring, though I feel like a lot of us think that's all. What can you plant during this time of year?
There's so much you can plant. So first of all, you can get your fall vegetable garden started.
Okay.
So broccoli, lettuces, Brussels sprouts. Now's the time to get that going so you can harvest it before the first frost.
And what about flowers? It seems like you have a lot of different flowers here, and colorful flowers at that.
Yes, you want to go ahead and switch out all your summer annuals. Go ahead and get started on that this weekend as the temperatures are cooling down. You can do pansies. They'll make it all the way through winter. Snapdragons are really colorful and fun, and then ornamental cabbages like this one add a lot of fall color to your garden.
So what benefits are there for planting in the fall?
Yeah, fall is actually the best time for planting because the cooler temperatures are way less stressful on the plants. So
and you, when you're out there digging in the dirt.
Exactly. You still have those warm soil temperatures, so it's easy to dig in the soil. And then you can transplant shrubs, plant new shrubs, and then they can get established through the winter and thrive in the spring.
But you have to worry about frost and up north, obviously, snow. What can and can't survive in these conditions?
So the pansies will go all the way through, as well as the ornamental.
Even with snow? The snow covering
The snow up in the north, you probably will want to cover them.
Oh, okay.
If you get a heavy snow, cover them, and then they'll probably go through a little bit of trauma and then bounce back when it warms up.
Okay, what else? Sorry, I interrupted you there.
And then the ornamental kale and the snapdragons. The snapdragons will stop blooming when it gets cold in the north, and then you'll just have to cut them back and they'll come back in the spring. And then the vegetables, you want to take care of these before the first frost. In the north, you wouldn't want to have these.
They won't survive there at all. Okay, what about mulching? What is needed in our garden when it comes to mulch?
I would put 2 to 3 inches of mulch down in the garden. It preserves the moisture, and it also protects and insulates the roots of the plant when it does get cold.
Okay. Now, what is the, absolute no-no when it comes to planting this time of year? I mean, like, is there a certain soil type? Is there something you have to do to treat the soil differently? How about watering?
I mean, I think if it's dry, you want to supplementally water several times a week at this time of year, but the watering needs should be way less in the fall going in the winter than they are in the spring. Honestly, fall's the best time to plant.
That's so shocking to someone who's not, not a gardener. I'm sure a lot of, gardeners do know that. And with that low sun angle as well, that is going to be affecting the plants, I'm assuming, too. Are these, a lot of them you have to put in the direct sunlight opposed to the shade, like in the summertime?
The vegetables, you want to be able to give 6 to 8 hours a day. The pansies can actually take 4 to 5, 6 hours and will thrive and bloom in that.
They look so delicate, though. I'm just surprised. I mean, they seem like such a delicate flower, but they're not.
Pansies are actually really easy. The big trick with pansies is keeping them deadheaded, and they like lots of fertilizer.
What does deadheaded mean?
So you want to take your pruners, and when one starts to fade, sort of like that one, you want to cut that one back, and then you've got a new bud. And so if you keep deadheading them, it'll keep them reblooming. And then if you fertilize them every 4 weeks, they'll bloom all the way through spring until it gets hot again.
As impressive as you are, Kara. Always thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. Jen, over to you.